Hi. So, should you stop your acid reflux medications before you get on a diet plan or make lifestyle changes to reduce acid reflux? My name is Noor Zibde. I am an integrative dietitian and nutritionist and a digestive health specialist. I'm also the author of the complete acid reflux diet plan. And as the author of the book, I get a lot of questions. Sometimes people ask me on how do they manage the plan if they are already taking acid reflux medications. So in one of the questions I got, Nell asks, I have been on 40 milligrams omeprazole, which is a PPI medication, in the morning, and 300 milligrams ranitidine, an H2 blocker, in the evening. Things have gotten better almost a year, but then it flared up again. And how do I approach being on your plan and the meds? Do I get off the meds first, or do I get off them first or after the reintroduction section? And another question Liz asks, I have received your book. Looking for help with her LPR. I have been on pantoprazole for about 2 months now, and with some but not definite relief. And my doctor is working on weaning me off the meds, but I won't be able to until 2 months from now. Should I wait on starting your diet plan until I'm off the meds, or is it okay to do it while on the pantoprazole? So I'm going to answer these two questions in relation to my book, but also whether you have my book or not, you're going to find the answer also helpful. Should you start the plan before getting off the medications? Absolutely, 100%, for several reasons. It's going to take some time to wean off. You don't want to do is to completely cold turkey quit these medications. And that's because if you stop immediately, there's something called acid rebound, where your body, especially if you were taking a PPI like the pantoprazole or the omeprazole, is going to overproduce acid. So you stop these medications immediately, you're actually going to feel a lot worse. You're going to have more pain and more burning sensations, and that's the last thing we want to do. We don't want you to be in pain, and we don't want any damage if there is an additional acid secretion. And then we want you to follow the plan, because what happens is you start to feel better as you follow. It's an elimination plan. We remove acid foods, but I also have certain foods that I recommend removing, because I'm also looking at the health of all of your gut, not just the top part or the stomach. I wanted to incorporate a more comprehensive digestive balancing plan in the book. So start the plan, and that is going to make you feel better. And then as you start weaning off the medications, it's going to be a much smoother and less painful. And hopefully you're not going to have any symptoms while you're weaning off the medications. As much as I would like people to be off these medications because they interfere with digestion, they interfere with your ability to absorb minerals like iron and zinc and selenium and vitamins like vitamin B12. And then they can lead to overgrowth of bacteria in the small intestine and the large intestine. And they can also allow pathogens to enter the rest of your digestive tract and potentially cause problems for your immune system, because the acid is really in the stomach is really important. It acts as a bouncer. It creates that sterile environment that blocks pathogens from passing through. I do want people to eventually get off the medications, but don't do it don't just wake up one day and stop because you're going to be in so much pain. However, you don't need to wait. As I said in the plan, just start the plan right away. Now, of course, that comes with a disclaimer that you don't stop any medications based on my advice on any social media platform or video. Talk to your doctor, work with your doctor, and see what's the best plan for you. Now, some of the things I've found to be helpful if you're trying to wean off the medications is to approach the lifestyle as well, whether it's how you eat, elevating your bed, not exercising right after eating your meals, and a few other tips that I share in my book as well. If you haven't started the medications and maybe your symptoms are not very severe, and that's when I highly recommend that you pick up the book and the complete acid reflux diet plan and you start right away, because you may be able to get rid of your symptoms without even having to be on medications. Unfortunately, PPIs and mostly, but H2 blockers are overused over the counter, sometimes without a lot of times without prescriptions, and a lot of people don't understand the long-term side effects. They have been connected with osteoporosis and pneumonia as well. And that's why I'm a promoter of diet and lifestyle changes for acid reflux, LPR, burning sensations, heartburn as well too. If you have a question related to stopping the medications or weaning off while being on the plan or before starting or during any of the phases in the plan, write me a comment and I'll do my best to respond to you. Now, quick note there, if you follow the plan and you still have acid reflux, just understand that that's a sign that your gut has something a little bit more complicated, whether it's a bacterial overgrowth or a certain type of bacteria or a general too much bacteria or digestive problems. Your body's not producing digestive enzymes. Or maybe you've developed food sensitivities. So if the plan itself hasn't given you the results that you want just yet, then there's something else underlying and we got to work on it. So for now, go ahead and start with the plan. And if you have any questions, ask them in the comments and I'll come back and respond.